bang his maid in his own bed and get away with it. This dude has been in the zone for over 4 decades. 4 decades.
Wow. Dude has been in the zone for 4 decades. By the way, that's Bill Burr, and you can get it. It's called You People Are All the Same. You can get it on iTunes. You can download it. You can buy it. Bill Burr, You People Are All the Same. It's fucking hilarious. Hour of stand-up. And now, going from one skinny white guy to another, Chris Tosevich has joined us. What's up, Chris?
I'm not skinny. I'm like a $190 these days.
Yeah, you're getting funny looking. Yeah, you're right.
How tall are you?
Dude, I'm a $190.
Well, you're only like 5'10".
I'll break your legs. Yeah.
Yeah. You probably gotta drop.
So that's why I'm calling him skinny still.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
And how tall are you? You're like my height, Chris, right?
Yeah, I'm like 6'1".
Yeah, same height as me.
I should be 170, but you know, when the sadder life gets, the more you eat.
Yeah. I'm 210.
Yeah, I got kids, but what is my dick for? I'll just eat. It's amazing how, you know what, I found out what it is. The less sex you have, the more fatter you get. I figured it out. That's the key.
Well, yeah, you got to do something.
When I was like in the zone in like 2006 and 7, and I was the skinniest. I was skinnier than I'd been the years before that. It was crazy.
You're banging your brains out.
That's what it is. And you don't really eat, and you're drinking, and you're just feeling so good about yourself, and you're running around and shit.
Why don't you try to be romantic over there? Why don't you like, I don't know, do something romantic.
Yeah.
I like how you had no examples.
It would.
What do you think? What do I know? What the fuck? Look at me. I'm getting married again.
It wouldn't. It wouldn't. Nothing works. You know what? You know what my friend Bill used to do. Not Bill Burr, of course, but my friend Bill. You know what he used to do is he would just he would rape his girlfriend.
That'll work.
What's up, Chris? So what happened tonight? Did you did you put her to sleep or what happened?
What do you mean?
You know, the bimbo. I mean, the girl. Did you put the wife to sleep?
I was helping her put together a crib, and then I realized it's a one-person job if we want to remain in a relationship. So I'm letting her continue the job.
That is hilarious.
She can call me in.
That is the greatest thing ever. I was helping my wife put together the crib, and then I realized if we wanted to still have a relationship, it was a one-person job. That's exactly what I would have done. In fact, I'm a moron, so I can't put it together. So Leah had to do it anyway. Leah built everything. Yeah, and so did Colleen apparently.
Yeah, she's doing pretty good.
She's doing because they start yelling at you like, no, just move out of the way. Just let me do it.
Hold it sideways. I said sideways.
But you know what? 50 years ago, it would have been the dad being like, just get the fuck out of here. And then you'd be hammering on something. But now it's the women that put it all. They do it.
Do you have any idea what it's like to sit in a courtroom and hear that for the last 2-3 years that you've been married that you didn't help with one fucking thing, and then while that's going on, you're remembering all the times you were told to get the fuck out of the kitchen?
Oh, right. Before Magic Johnson gives you.
Where's Tosevich on the Sterling situation? I gotta know.
Oh, he's a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
Oh,
you think he's a little creepy that they recorded him in his house?
Well, he asked her to record all of his conversations for whatever reason, so he knew he was being recorded. Else none of this would have flown.
Wait a minute. No, I didn't know that. Now it's really getting weird. Because
just leave the N-word out.
I think it's because he was currently involved in a lawsuit against her after they had whatever the hell happened between them the first time. So because of that, he was like, you better record everything that we say, probably for legal purposes.
That makes sense.
So here, record everything I'm going to say to you, but maybe I shouldn't. I should think about what I'm saying as an owner and a celebrity of an NBA. like I don't know.
I hate that everyone's like, oh, dude, freedom of speech. Well, last I checked, freedom of speech doesn't apply to your fucking job. No, you can't be a telemarketer and say, hey, go fuck yourself. Freedom of speech, buddy. You can't work at an airport and fucking bring in a gun and be like, Fourth Amendment, man.
Well, I gotta say, I am a little bit disturbed by it. I really do gotta say, because I think some of them may have picked up on the fact that I don't know. I just feel like a guy who's actually racist couldn't date a half black girl. I mean,
yeah,
right? I mean, you'd be like, I mean, go make me food. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, you wouldn't actually.
I suppose. I mean, it depends on how. And I'm not going to try to get in this kook's head. Yeah, I guess it would depend on how he looks at the girl. If he sees her as being submissive or beneath her, then he may be able to stick his dick in her.
You think he thinks that he owns all those black people? You think that's like a thing?
You know, I wouldn't have bought that, but after hearing that tape, he might not think he owns them, but it might be like the next closest thing.
That's,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe that's part. And then the thing with her, I don't think it has. I mean, this may just be me, but I mean, first of all, he had to go. You got to get out of here.
Yeah.
When 98% or whatever of the league is black, and this guy's dropping shit about black people, I mean, it's time to get out of here.
Like he doesn't want him around.
Yeah. Like, no, you know what it is? It's dick fear. He is actually worried.
That's what it is.
That it's all about. He's worried some big black dick is gonna go in his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And she's gonna bring these black guys, and they're way more hip than him, and he's all fucking paranoid and stuff about it.
Well, they are more hip than him. They're tremendous athletes in great shape, and he's a wrinkly old man.
But that's exactly it. It's hilarious. That's all it is. It's like when the girl comes home and is like, yeah, I might be, I'm going to book club. And so me and Jason were talking about this. Wait a minute, who's Jason? You're not going to fucking book club. Who is this guy? You know what I mean? And she's cheating on you.
Yeah.
So
well, if Andy woke me up, I'm going to book club. Well, actually, because she reads like 20 books a week. Here, if she's just, I'm going out to read. Yeah, I think something's up.
Yeah. If Leah was like, I'm going to book club, I'd be like, well, I'm going to a hooker. Because it's the same
back
thing.
To what you're saying before about because I thought about this, like, they're calling me ignorant. Like, ignorant means you don't know something. It's almost like you're innocent. I think I would put ignorant in that guy Bundy, like what he said about slavery. I don't know if he's a racist so much as he said something really stupid, ignorant. You know what I mean? The stuff that's on this tape, which by the way was recorded in his own house. Why? And it might fall under illegal wiretapping laws.
No, because she told him she was recording him.
She did?
So the fact that on the recording she says, I'm recording you right now,
Depends on the laws in the states, but God, that sounds like illegal wiretapping to me. I mean, I'm not a lawyer.
Well,
it's Tazovich. That's why we need Tazovich here.
The guy hasn't said a goddamn word, so how do we know anything? The first thing, if somebody told me, if all this racist stuff was going on about me, I would be the first. I would be all over the place. I'd be on the news. I'd be flipping out everywhere. Don't you dare fucking call me a fucking racist. You think I'm a racist? I'll fucking kill you. I'll turn into a murderer before I become a racist, and you might be the first one I kill.
Yeah, or you could go kiss Al Sharpton's ass or Jesse Jackson.
I would bring them all into a room, and I would take over the room.
Yeah.
I'd bring fucking Tupac. No, I'd bring if I brought him back, everyone would forgive me. No, I'd bring.
Go on, sir.
I'd bring fucking Snoop Dogg in. The first one I'd bring in Snoop Dogg because he was the first dude like to make a video and be like, "Fuck you, you racist asshole." Yeah. I'd bring Snoop Dogg and I'd be like, "Snoop, listen, dude, I said some fucked up shit. I said some crazy shit, and it wasn't really directed towards." the black race, even though that's how it comes off, and that's what I said. It was actually my paranoia for my girlfriend. I've always had a paranoia, that I'm not as good as black people. That I'm not as good, and this girl was bringing these good-looking black guys around, and that's just what I went into. If there were a bunch of, any other type of group, I would have said the same thing.
You're trying to connect with Snoop on kind of a man level. Hey, look, I'm insecure, man. This had nothing to do with race.
Snoop, think about this. What if, some white guys, all of a sudden showed up, around your girl and shit. You would say some fucked up shit like, hey, get these white motherfuckers out of here, or get these fucking white, where these fucking crackers coming from, or where these motherfuckers coming from.
You ain't fucking Brad Pitt.
You say the same shit, you know what I mean? But you know what I mean? So, dude, I own an NBA team. Listen, sir, I own an NBA team. There's no way I'm racist. I mean, it has nothing to do with that. But let me tell you, I'm going to sell the team because I understand I just can't be here. I got to go. But I don't want everyone to think that I actually am racist. This is not true. I said some things.
I don't think that's such a bad plan. Because you might be able to salvage some dignity. If he went on a press conference, I didn't think this is completely original.
Right.
If he did a press conference tomorrow and said, I'm 80 years old, I'm insecure about my sexuality, not my sexuality, but my girlfriend. My girlfriend's a lot younger than me, and I love her a whole bunch. And it had nothing to do with race. It had everything to do with these younger, better-looking, stronger men than me. And I felt insecure. So I said these things right now. I said these things in the privacy of my own home where I was illegally wiretapped. And I'm getting out of I'm selling the team. But I just don't want people to think I'm a racist.
I would also say
there is very few black men on earth that get paid as well as the black men in my organization. And then he could always say that he was about to get an award from the NAACP next week.
Yeah, I would definitely bring that up. I would totally.
And the NAACP. If he said that,
yep.
He's not going to keep the team.
Saying nothing.
He's already banned.
Saying nothing is the worst thing he could have done.
Here's another thing too. Like the NBA, they jumped and they decided to up and ban him. He can tie them up for court for years.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing. But I mean, they don't have much of a choice. It's like you said. Like, how do you do this? No. How do you go on and you say like you don't want to be around black people and it's like Charles Barkley. It's a black league. At the end of the day, it's a black league.
Yeah,
I mean, and you could make the case that hockey's a white league. You know what the other thing gets me is I don't have a problem with them getting rid of him, but wouldn't it be great if they treated cheating like doping and stuff like that the same way?
Yeah, I know, right? But it is kind of funny. Some guy says something in his own home who's taped.
His
privately.
Bitch-ass girlfriend who's probably gonna dump soon because she probably got wind of it. If I had to guess, that's where this came from.
Let's start this shit. Oh man, but we can't get rid of these people. But no. You're right. Okay, guys, let's start the third show of the night. We just you were just listening to a replay of Monetize This, of course, and now we're going to start our third show, which I titled "Drunk Sex Talk Love Stick Depressed," which I think is a great fucking title because I said so. So deal with it. So let me go ahead and start that, and let's get this thing going. All right, here we go. We gotta find different music though. We can't have the same music that we have for Monetize This. It just wouldn't be right. It really wouldn't be right. So let me go get some genre. I'm going to go in dance electronic. I'm going to find a song the other night that I thought was fucking hilarious. And the song that I thought, maybe it's Fly High. No, it's not Fly High. Ooh, look at that. Ah, fuck that. Oh, I got it right over here. Tosevich, you better call me, you bitch. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Downloads. You got to go into downloads. Here we go. All right. I thought I freaking downloaded this thing the other day. Oh, here we go. I think I found it. Yeah, there it is. There it is. Chris Tosevich, are you ready to do this?
Calling all cronies.
Calling all cronies. Only the most hardcore cronies are listening right now at 3:23 a.m. on the East Coast. Let's get it going. Here it comes. What's up, everybody, and welcome to the late, early morning Sexy Baby Talk. We're talking about drugs, sex, rock and roll, and rape. I hope you enjoy it. You probably can't even hear the music, can you, Chris?
I can.
Oh, there you go. You like this? It's a little funky.
A little funky.
It's kind of like a foggy night in the 80s is what it sounds like.
like a morning after a date rape.
All right, enough of that. All right, welcome to the whatever we're doing here. I just assume we're talking shit, and that's what we're doing. It's late night. We're drinking. Maybe you'll get to see me take out my dick or something like that guy. Schlong's view. Did you see that Andre Corville posted a video about, like, he's kind of pissed about that guy now?
No, what?
He posted a video, like, flipping out that this guy, maybe he did help me get banned.
Really?
It's all just bullshit, though. I think it's, like, he posted a video about, like, look, when you search Andre Corville now, the first guy that pops up is Schlong's view. Making the video about how he didn't get him banned.
Huh.
But I think it's all just coincidence. I think his channel was banned, so the next
Didn't
popular...
you say he actually did upload something that was questionable?
Yes, I thought it had been the Warrior thing, which was like clips of him, but then Andre made a video that stated that he never did anything but his normal show. So I don't know. Until I talk to Andre and get him on this show so we can ask him some questions, I think it's all just kind of conjecture. You know, I mean, it's true. Schlonghead is a dildo and an asshole. Because if I was Schlonghead, I would try to get the guy reinstated. But he's only worried about himself and capitalizing on other people, so that's the deal with him. And guys, what's up to the ladies all across Ustream? I gotta make sure I'm going broadcasting on Ustream. Good, I am. I'm broadcasting on Ustream. So take that. I'm broadcasting everywhere because that's what we do. We're even broadcasting on Twitch tonight, on Justin TV and Twitch. Hello to you people. I'm drunk as fuck right now.
This is the first beer I've opened in 9 days.
9 days.
It's my longest stretch in probably 5 years.
That's interesting. You my friend or a dude? We just did. We just did a 2-hour monetize this show, and then we come on here to just continue talking for some reason. I gotta be honest though. I was like, Chris is dead. He ain't coming on. He's done. He went to the beer store. Was walking by the girl, and she was like, you know, I'm pregnant, but let's do it. Maybe
that doesn't happen. You know that is better. You know that better than I do.
Every once in a while it does, like, but it's like very rare. It's like out of nowhere, like, you know. Oh, you know when it starts to happen?
Bigfoot.
No, you know when it happens? When they start wanting to get the baby out. When they want the baby to come out, and they start reading about all that shit about what gets the baby out.
Right.
And then they're like, ooh, sex gets the baby out. And then all of a sudden it's crazy. Pregnant
sex is weird though, because I don't know, the stomach is so firm, and I mean I've had sex with fat chicks in the past. I'm not you know, I've had a fatty or two in my life, but that's different. You know, the stomach's all squishy and normal. It's like, you know, what you're used to. But a pregnant belly, man, it's different.
Yeah, you're worried about killing something. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, oh man, can I pop this by accident or something? What's gonna happen?
Yeah, you just gotta take it a little bit easy, you know. Sometimes
that's no fun. Who wants to do that?
You don't have to fuck her hard. Like, I don't know what the Tenacious Dickhead song is. I hope people weren't expecting like an amazing show or something by coming in here, because you're just gonna get me fucking slurring into a microphone, drunk, wishing that I could have sex right now with somebody. Because that's all. That's what this is. That's why at the end it's depression. It's therapy though, you know. Late night therapy. I gotta admit, I am really drunk right now. This is my name isn't really Joe, it's Dan. So I'm Dan right now.
All your secrets are coming out.
They're all gonna come out. I told Tommy wants to do an interview with me because he was so depressed about that interview with Tommy NC 2010. Did you see that, by the way?
No, I didn't.
Dude's mom was like yelling at him like half the video. He's like, so what do you think? You know?
Oh, the guy who wears was he wear a fedora or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see a little bit of that. I popped in while it was live, but I didn't have time to finish it.
Couldn't take it. You're like, I'll get out of here.
No, I wanted to finish it, but
some of it.
So
was,
wait, what happened?
Actually, it was all right, but it was a little weird, but it was pretty good.
Interesting that he stands the entire time.
It is. I'd be losing it. I'd be like running around the room and shit.
Right.
And then it was funny when I said something about his friend took over talking, and he could tell he was like, oh fuck, you know what I mean, like, shut up Bill, whatever his name was. And that was hilarious. But no, it was cool. They were cool. I didn't know they were both autistic, you know, so that was another thing too. I was like, damn, this is a lot of work for you then. And he couldn't read or something, so I was wondering how he puts the videos up since he has trouble reading and writing. So
wait, he's dyslexic and autistic?
I don't know. As soon as he's talked about it, I immediately was like, I'm not saying a fucking word. I was like, I don't know what I don't know what we're talking about.
Well, the autism spectrum is very broad, and I mean, there's a vast difference between like the lower end of the spectrum where it's almost non-functioning, non-verbal, and the higher end of the spectrum where like it's just social issues where you're pretty much a regular guy, except there's just something in your brain that doesn't let you connect socially with people.
Well, I mean, I'll tell you what though, you know, you're fucking if you're on YouTube, you know, you're doing something right there. You know,
that's true.
If you're able to do this stuff on YouTube that we do.
Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, when I first called you back this past summer about the Bray Wyatt stuff, I was like, I'm just going to call in and shoot the shit. And just, I don't know, you know me, I've never had stage fright or anything like that. We've been in bands together and played shows and stuff. You've seen me play shows with other bands, whatever. It's just, it's all the same. But when you're being recorded live, I think it's a lot different when, you know, you're not expecting this to last forever when you're having a normal conversation. But when you're talking live and being recorded at the same time, if you say one stupid thing, someone can go back and highlight that and make a video playing that over and over and over again and send it to your whole family or something stupid, you know?
Oh, man.
Fuck it, we'll do it live!
Do the Magic Johnson thing. Cracks me up. Rocky 305 MS said, hope this video goes viral. Funny ass shit. Good way to laugh in a really messed up situation. Keep up the good work, Joe. Thanks, Rocky. That was my my NBA, my Sterling music video thing, Wrecking Ball.
The only thing going viral is Magic Johnson's AIDS.
Yeah, right. Oh man, I would be really embarrassed if that went viral. You know why? Because I know I could produce, like, I could sit down and edit that song and, like, make myself sound, I could make myself sound better. I could make the whole thing sound really a lot better.
Well, you could tell it was mostly off the cuff, just from the way you recorded it.
Yeah, like, and I could write better lines, too, in some of the parts. And I could do it better, the whole thing, I could really do it and sit down and record it. As opposed to doing it live, like you said, I only had 2 edits in that. The first edit, I kept going with it, and then I fucked up and couldn't think of something. And then I started again, and I kept going, and I wrote, and I was like, damn. And I cut them together, and I was like, shit, I'm done. And then after the second cut, I think I went into that, like, the bridge of the song or whatever, and then it goes back in the chorus, and I fucked up a bunch there, and I go, I gotta go to bed. It was like 4 in the morning. So I just cut those 2 good parts together and put that up, and that was it.
How much had you even heard of the song before you did that?
What song? The Miley Cyrus song?
Yeah. Like, how many times had you even heard it before? Because I've only heard that song maybe like 3 or 4 times.
Oh, I know that song a lot, so I know that song. So
okay. I
had been, but I'd listened to the whole song while it was on. I was humming all this shit. And I was like, shit, I should write this down. That's funny. Like, I started thinking of I was just started going to Donald Sterling, and I don't know why I was going off on him, like, in this, just making shit up. And then I was like, you know what, I'm going to put the video recorder on. And I started doing it. And then I was like, oh, man, I can use half of that. And so then I picked up where I left off with half of it. Then I put them together. You can even see in the video where I cut it. It's funny. But, and that was it. And I just threw it up and I went to bed. So, like, I really didn't spend a lot of time on it. So if it went viral, I'd be like, this is cool, but, oh, this is not something I really want to. I almost took it down again today. I almost took it down because I was like, ooh, you know, I could really, let me remake it. I got the lyrics. I can just copy the lyrics from the video and maybe touch it up a little bit. But then I was like, fuck it. I'll just leave it up. I'm lazy. I got too much shit to do.
That's what prevents me from being as good as I could be with projects I undertake as well, is I got too much shit to do. But at least we're getting stuff out there, because there's many times where, I mean, I'm sure you can feel me on this, where you have a great idea and then it just goes nowhere. And then a month later, when you have the time to do it or think that you want to do it, it's not funny anymore, not relevant anymore. So it's good just to get out there and nip something in the bud, even if it's not your best effort, just to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, you're right. That's kind of how I felt. It was 3 a.m, and if it would have taken me maybe 3 hours to perfect it, like to make the song and edit the music and my lyrics and everything, right. and I'm screaming and the whole house can hear me singing. to sing loudly, I would have woken up everyone. So instead, I just did no with my little deep low voice, where nobody can really hear that, but I can't hit any notes that way either. But whatever. And but so I don't know. Yeah, you're right. It's funny. So that's why I want to get a house, because when I get my house, I'm gonna have like a basement room or something.
Garage, man. You need a garage where you don't park your cars, and then you can do anything you fucking want in there. It's like international waters when you have a nice garage.
But the thing too is, I had work the next day anyway, so I was like, "That's it. I got to go to work." You know, this is fucking. Man, I'm hammered. This is maybe the drunkest. This might be the drunkest that I've ever been on YouTube.
Or on the air in general.
Or on the air. Well, you know what? Damn it. I got to take that back, because before Joe Cronin's show, I did the Rage Internet Radio stuff with Troy, and I got fucking destroyed on that show.
You were so drunk on that show that I found you on that channel without even clicking any of your links. I just happened upon it because so many people were watching.
You know what? Where is the fucking pink blanket story? I want to play that. That's fucking hilarious. Where the fuck is that? Please tell me it's up here. I remember because the guy, Bruce, was like, you gotta take that down. Here it is. Oh my god, I found it. So there's this guy, is like, he used to be in an 80s band that was like somewhat successful, who toured with bigger bands, and he told us a story about a blanket that they had on the bus. So I'm hosting the show with my buddy Troy, and it was from my I had this idea to create Rage Internet Radio, where we did all these different radio shows, other people's shows, and I put them all on my channel, including my show, and we just, you know, had our own kind of club type of deal with the name, which I thought was a cool name. Which I still own the whole thing, so I can still do it, and I may still actually do that, but we'll see. But anyway, so I had this guy come on, and he told this kind of sex story type of thing, and his family was like Googling him all the time to look him up. And
it's the first result.
The first fucking thing that comes up is this story about a fucking sex party and cum rag and stuff like that. So here's that fucking thing for you while I drink.
Unless they'll incarcerate you.
I was in a band, you know, a long-haired, big-haired band in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know, there was a ton of stuff that we did that I probably could never talk about.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not public
like
access.
Murder.
Let's hear it.
Yeah, you can go into detail here. Unless it's going to incarcerate you. And
we had a blanket in the bus.
Yeah.
We called it the yellow blanket.
Okay.
And it by the time I was out of that band, the blanket always stayed in the bus. It was so stiff you could pick it up by the corner and it stayed straight up in the air.
Okay.
And so just use your imagination for what it was used for. All the girls in the bus and everything. You know.
I have such an imagination that I can't even begin to describe all the different things that I could think this was used for. Troy, have you?
So if they only had, I'm confused though. If they only had the one, blanket, how long did it take them to wash the bus down with it? That must have taken them a while if you're only giving them that one. No, that's not what it was used for.
The yellow blanket.
We washed the interior of the bus down with beer. We had a bass player in the band that he was married, and there was always competition at break time to see who was going to get the girl in the band that would use the yellow blanket.
Ugh.
And so usually within 10 miles of getting home, he would start a beer fight so he could not smell like other women when he got home.
I was gonna say, what did the yellow blanket smell like? Is what I want to know. Tostitos?
Oh God.
I just want to say that Teresa in the
Tostitos.
Teresa just tweeted me, private messaged me on Twitter, and she said, "Fucking males." Fucking males.
I don't know. I didn't.
This guy kind of sounds like old school Matt. By the way, old school, I know you're listening, and you can call us in a few minutes. I will put you on the air. I know you. I got to get old school Matt on here.
We've tried to stay away from it. You know,
It smells like crying and shattered children's dreams and souls.
if it could talk.
That's awesome. These are the stories that I'm looking for.
Yeah, the yellow blanket story. I was like, tell us some like rock stories and some like legendary stories, you know, from the road.
Well, there was this cum blanket, and it was all sticky, so...
I had to explain that to someone one night. They were like, I don't get it. So the blanket was yellow or whatever. I don't fucking... How is that relevant?
Was it originally white?
I'm like, listen, it was a cum rag. Oh, I get it. Cum rag. Some people need it spelled out for you, you know?
Smelled out for him.
Am I
Smell that blanket for me. What did it smell like?
Smell my dick. I'm drinking a fucking Michelob Ultra that's like been in a fridge for 6 weeks and then been outside for a week, and now I'm drinking it.
Ugh, skunked Mick Ultra.
And now the glass here is this is what you call what the fuck is this? Vanilla, no, root beer vodka. I'm so pumped up tomorrow. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind when we play the Canadians tomorrow.
Oh man,
I'm gonna lose my shit.
What time is the game?
I don't know, 7 o'clock probably.
Okay.
You don't understand how mad I get, like how stressed it's gonna be. The Boston Bruins were the least The Boston Bruins drew the least amount of penalties in the NHL this season. Guess who drew the fucking most penalties in the NHL this season? You guessed it. The fucking Maple Leafs. We're gonna fucking pancake their ass tomorrow night. You fucking diving fairies. You fuckheads. We're gonna boo the American anthem. And then we're gonna cheer the Canadian anthem. How about that? Just like we usually do. You fucks. Why don't you go call the police on somebody again? Your fucking players. Mario Lemieux, always a good, true guy. Yet his Pittsburgh people have some of the most fucking horrific people ever. Matt Cook, Zdeno Chara's hit on Max Pacioretty is debatable. You could debate whether how much he meant to hurt him or whatever happened or whatever. He edged him into the boards. Some horrific shit happened. We don't know. It could go either way. I'm not saying it's either way. But there's no denying that Matt Cook took a purposeful run at Savard's head and basically ended his career. So you want to fucking say all this shit about, you know, whatever, Mario Lemieux is this great guy, yet he employed fuckhead for like years. It's some of the dirtiest shit. It's all just it's a bullshit excuse. It's like the little rich kid who wants everything, but he can do all these dastardly things and that's okay. And then he shows up at church. It's just bullshit. And that's what the fucking Canadians are. A bunch of diving fairies. And I really want to fucking tool these guys. I will root for it. I'm very worried. Just don't let Montreal get to the Stanley Cup because I don't want to see them even near that fucking thing. I want to see them in a fucking shack in Montreal taking shots with their wife who's got her own name because they're weird. Let's call the police. Call the police.
I didn't know you spoke French.
I know. It's amazing. It's something nobody really believes that I do, but I do. What's going on in the chat?
Not much. It kind of died down.
Yeah, what's up, Ali? Elite Majin Buu?
Elite Majin Buu says less than 3.
What does that mean?
I think it's supposed to be a heart.
Yo, Monica, today is Hot Boobs Thursday. Yeah, I wonder if Monica's still here. Monica is quite the looker. I don't know how old she is, so I'm not going to say anything past that. But you know, we find out some more.
Wait, did you just type a penis into the chat?
Yeah, I did. You noticed that? Okay. Oh man. Oh boy. Would you breastfeed me for $1?
With my breast?
Teresa just said, "Take it easy." It's say Habs, not Canadians. No, Canadians. I can say Canadians, not the Canadians. Canadians. Wait, do we have any more Canadian teams left in the playoffs? We don't, do we? No, except for Montreal, right?
Right.
That's terrible. You know what's funny though?
Bruins finished top of the goddamn league regular season. That's awesome.
You know what though? I bet you that people in Canada root for the Bruins, root for anybody over that Montreal scum. It would be like, you know what? I would equate Pittsburgh to their Montreal. Like if Pittsburgh was playing like the Oilers or somebody, I would definitely root for the Oilers. I will root against the Pittsburgh Penguins against any Canadian team except for Montreal. I would get really. I mean, I would think that I'd have to pick the Penguins to win then, right? Because I really don't want Montreal to win. But if either one wins a cup, Pittsburgh or Montreal, I'll throw up on myself. But really, Montreal for sure. I will puke all over a carpet, and then I'll make my mother eat it.
With a spork.
All right, I'll say Habs then. All right, the Habs. The fucking Habs. I would kill someone to just let Toronto win. Just let fucking the Jets, Toronto, anybody, just not the fucking Habs.
You're drunk.
Yeah, Monica, how old are you? So I don't say something creepy.
Or so you do say something creepy, depending on what she responds with.
Right, exactly. Well, Brandon, why does Boston suck? I don't know why you're saying that, so I don't know what to say. Like, if you tell me you're from a place that, you know, we kicked your team's ass or something, then I get it.
Well, here's the thing. Yankees suck was so popular for so long, not just in Boston, but throughout the country, because they kept on fucking winning. Now that Boston is fucking title town, we're getting the same treatment. We
really are. It's very weird because my whole life has been Boston, our team's in Boston. I mean, obviously, I've lived in Boston my entire life. But all of a sudden, you know, you go from being a kid and your teams just suck. Like, oh, you like the New England Patriots? They never won a Super Bowl. You're fucking losers. You're an idiot.
Yeah, I remember seeing them lose to Green Bay and being like, oh, that's the last time we're ever going to see them even get there, you know?
Yeah. And then the Celtics hadn't won in like 8 years. I mean, the Celtics were always going to be good. But they
had a fucking dynasty for a while. So
right. But they were in their drought period, so that was 8 years of shit. And then the Bruins hadn't won since 70-something. So, wow, Monica's 29. Wow, you're my age. Monica, you are my age. Let's hook up. You look damn good for 29. Holy fuck, Jesus. I didn't know I could jerk. Well, so what's it called? And yeah, so then the Bruins, you know, hadn't won since the 70s, so I never saw any of that shit go down. I saw them lose a bunch to Montreal. And then and the Red Sox hadn't won in 86 years or 80-something years. So all our teams sucked in Boston, and everyone felt bad for us, I think. And then everyone cheered for the Patriots to win in 01 because they were like Patriots in September 11th, and the Patriots have never won, and they're going against the Rams.
I hate those fucking conspiracy theorists who are like, the only reason Patriots won because 9/11. It's like, shut the fuck up.
Right.
What the fuck are you talking about? But you're right. Yeah, everyone was rooting for them for that reason. I'll give you that.
Monica, I will do things to you that would be unbelievable. I'll tell you what. Have you ever just looked at a girl and you just know, like, I will make you so wet it will drip down your leg, and I'll put you up against a wall, and I will go inside of you, and out of you, and in you, and it will be like the most erotic thing that's ever happened to you. You will shake from what I will do to you, but I'll do it gently and confidently and thoroughly. What What just happened? What just happened?
Confidently.
And thoroughly. Dude, I'm turning into Ric Flair. I'm just, woo! Everyone, it's funny how everyone mentioned how he was drunk the other night.
Yeah, I was actually searching to see if anyone else had the same opinion as us. Everyone thought he was fucking hammered.
Dude, did you read the chat? Just read the chat. Everybody was like, he's hammered, dude.
Even outside of our show, like before we even mentioned it, like Reddit was saying it, and WrestleZone mentioned it, and a couple other people were talking about how like it seemed like he was drunk, which is weird because he's on such a short leash from the fucking... What was that thing JR got fired for? What was that all about?
Well,
oh, the game.
You know who Morales? When I was talking to Mr. Morales last night, I forget his first name because I'm fucked up, dude. Miguel, Pedro. Mr. Miguel Morales. Pedro's his brother. When I was talking to him last night, he was mentioning, how, Triple H and them, they were even like snickering, kind of like, oh fuck, like look at this. Oh no, maybe that was Matt. I was talking to Matt. My work today, and he the other day, whatever. I'm drunk. He was
whether he was drunk or not, he definitely went off script.
He was all over the place, and you knew what he meant to do, but you were like, what the fuck just happened?
What did he mean by oh Dave, I miss seeing you on Saturday nights. You too, Randy. Like, what the fuck did he mean by that?
I think he just meant like, I want to get fucked up with you guys. Like, let's go.
Did they used to go out drinking and have vendors?
Yeah, I'm sure they did.
And that's why he said to Triple H, you were always at home eating a ribeye.
Oh yeah, he was totally like going inside joke with them, and they smiled.
So weird.
And I think they were also thinking like, holy fuck, like Rick's drunk. Like holy shit.
He could just have his brain fucking... I was going to say his brain could have been gone from the alcohol, but no, just a couple of weeks ago, he was on a couple podcasts and he sounded fine.
No, yeah, he's drunk and, he's got his whole thing with his kid dying, and so he's just in a...
Oh, yeah, he's still mourning.
Every once in a while, he just breaks out all of a sudden,
You know what? Between his kid and the Warrior and everything else that's been happening lately, I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't fall off the wagon, if he was trying to clean himself up.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean... Fucking, by the way, do you know I had to fight? I had to fight YouTube for the song that we used, which is their song, which is in the free thing.
Really?
Yep. I had to fight them.
Holy shit!
It took 8 hours to figure it out.
Fine.
No, yeah, You fucking believe that?
That is atrocious.
Can you believe that? You know what I wrote? I wrote something like, so they write, here's the free songs you can use, so we don't whatever, so it's okay. And then they actually flagged me and said, please provide proof of the music. And I had to like
send them back the same email?
I literally had to send them links to their own site. And then I said, I just sent you fucking idiots links to your own fucking site, you stupid fucks. I said all kinds of shit, which is proof that they don't read anything, by the way.
What a stressful fucking situation it is just to fucking be normal on YouTube.
I said, I will come kill you people. I said all kinds of stuff. They didn't read shit. Or there'd be a fucking investigation going on right now. So they didn't read a fucking thing, Google.
We should find someone with more balls than us to send them a death threat to the president just to see if they read the emails or not.
Brandon said I live in Pittsburgh. That's why he's mad at me.
That makes sense.
Yeah, well, we're never going to agree because here's the thing. I liked Pittsburgh for years. I always enjoyed Pittsburgh. I never liked Pittsburgh for because they copied the Bruins colors. And the Bruins did have these colors first, so sorry. But then Pittsburgh changed their colors to actual gold, and then I was like, oh, that's cool. So now we're cool because you changed your colors. But I am not cool because the owner of the Pittsburgh Penguins, Mario Lemieux, is a, what do you call it, a double standard cunt. He's a big double standard. Oh, the league needs to be cleaned up and all this shit, but then he has some of the dirtiest fucking shit going on his team.
No shit.
And you know what happens to people like that? Their star player Sidney Crosby ends up getting fucked up in the head himself. That's what happens for a year. And I will say I was scared for Crosby for a year because I got a concussion too last year, and it wasn't until I got mine that I started looking at what happened to Crosby and I was like, damn, I really hope that he never gets hit in the head again. This is not good. But anyway, so whatever. And you get the Steelers, so the Pats, and the Steelers, we really don't like each other. The Pittsburgh and Bruins, we don't like each other. The Pistons aren't even fucking real. So, and I guess you get lump the Pirates into that too. Although they finally made the playoffs. I think the only team that I sympathize with is the Pirates. I feel really like they should fucking get better. Like, I would cheer for the Pirates. I'm dead serious. I would cheer for the Pirates if they were ever in the playoffs or something like that.
I want the Saints to finally do good.
Well, they won a Super Bowl. I mean,
yeah, when though?
3 years ago.
And before that, how long have they gone before that?
I think they only have the one Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
So then you should cheer for San Diego because they'll never win one, and fuck them. I hate San Diego.
Seahawks was a surprise too. How good they got.
That
was a long time. That was a long time coming too.
Yeah, that was surprising last year, but it was cool.
Good for them though. I mean, imagine being a Seahawks fan and that must have felt like the Red Sox for us. Well, obviously not as big, but
yeah, they were crazy. What was sad though was like Pete Carroll winning it. I was like, oh, that motherfucker, because all I can think about was Pete Carroll when he was with the Patriots. But I don't know.
He wasn't terrible. I blame Bledsoe more than him because they were kind of hand in hand.
I blame what's his face, the coach before that, Bill Parcells, because he was like, we're in the Super Bowl, but I'm trying to figure out my contract for another team next year. What the fuck kind of coach is negotiating? Can you imagine Bill Belichick trying to negotiate his contract for another team while they're in the Super Bowl? That would never fucking happen.
I can't even picture that in my head.
You'd be like, get the fuck out of here. Nothing's too wild for me, by the way, Terry. Or Teresa. Teresa wants to fucking say things are too wild for me.
Don't take liberties with nicknames there. Some people don't like being nicknamed.
Well, I'm not, but I'll take liberties with your pussy, so be careful. You have no idea. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
I'll take statues of liberties.
It has nothing to do with I'm a big, bad fucking guy and I'm so good at every... No, it has nothing to do with it. It has to do with I want to have sex all night long, and I want to do that. All right? Wake up, go to sleep for like a second, drink, fuck, just go all out. Put your clothes back on.
That's what 21-year-olds do. You're too old for that.
I'll rip them off. Was I 21 when I was doing that? No, I was
21 when I was doing that.
23, 24, I think. I think when I was 21, I was still kind of like, I don't know. No, I was with a girlfriend at 21. That's what it was. Joe Latimer's in here now. What the fuck? Joe, we did 2 hours of Monetize This, which I think was epic, by the way. So if you didn't hear the 2 hours of Monetize This, episode 3, you need to listen to it tomorrow or when we get done with this. At some point tomorrow, listen to the complete 2 hours of Monetize This. We just did it. But then I decided to come on with Drunk Sex Talk Love Stick Depressed, which is after Monetize This. Me and Tosevich, Tommy had to go, but me and Tosevich decided to get drunk and just chat around to each other and do it live on YouTube. So that's what this is, and here we are. So I explained the whole fucking thing, Joe. There you go. My real name is Dan. It's not Joe. But because I didn't want to get my YouTube confused with my previous YouTubes, and I also didn't want to get people finding me and shit, I went with...
You don't want your first result on Google when your employers search your name to be fucking Monetize This episode 2.
Exactly. So I changed my name a little bit. It's my dad's name, my middle name, so there you go. I'm so used to being called Dan that it's so funny when someone says Joe, I actually turn my head now. Even at work, if someone's like, hey, Joe, I'm like, what? Hey, no one is too old to do that still all night long. Drink as well. You're right, Monica. I would do it. I'm down for it now. So I'm telling you, I've had enough. If I see something, if it's possible, it's happening. That's all I got to say. I'm done with it. If you can't do me more than once a month, I'm looking for something. Joe, I agree with you. Mario Ron Burkle owns the Pens. I hate the Steelers. I'm a Ravens fan. That's kind of strange. But okay.
Baltimore.
Baltimore. We don't really like them either a little bit, but I respect Baltimore a lot. You know, we beat them luckily one time. They kind of beat us luckily. Was it luckily? No, they whipped us. We beat them luckily and went to the Super Bowl and lost. And they beat our ass and went to the Super Bowl and won. So that's what happened with the Ravens recently. But we still got more rings, so kiss my ass. Monica, what do you do all night long? Well, what Monica does is she comes on here, she comes in the chat and fires everybody up, and then she sends me pictures.
What does Monica do for work, is my question.
What's Monica's Facebook? Or Instagram? That's what I want to know.
What's her social security number?
Dude, I'm totally into Monica. I'm totally all about her. She's always here. Teresa, too. Oh, my God. We get Teresa and Monica together. We'll just go on a...
Monetize twat.
Monetize load. I do it. We'd be at a pool, though, when it happened. You know, we get the girls by the pool, get the sauna, go in the pool.
An above-ground pool or an in-ground?
No, an in-ground pool, like a resort type of thing, but
See,
it's just us.
Just the way you're talking about it, I'm picturing an above-ground pool, and it kind of ruins the whole vibe.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean a nicely lit, like expensive, in-ground resort pool.
I'm still picturing basically a kiddie pool, amped up a little bit with Little Mermaid insignias all over it.
Yeah, no, I'm not picturing that. So I know what you're saying, though. You're getting me picturing that, but that's not what I'm seeing. You know, I'm seeing some crazy shit, you know.
You're getting me picturing that, but please stop, because I don't want to.
Yeah, you're getting that in my head. I don't want that. I'm glad that's not what I'm thinking of, is what I'm trying to say. You know, I'm just glad that's not in my brain with, you know. Gives you the first time I played that for Tommy, he like fucking lost it.
Oh, Monica's not giving us her social security number. That's kind of disappointing.
I'm totally gonna have a headache now. By the way, what's with YouTube? Have you noticed that on YouTube? Because I can run ads too, but these people are on a major campaign right now. It's like that chick and that guy. Every YouTube video I click on, fucking Matthew comes up, who's like, "Hey guys, I have a channel and I talk about fun facts," and I just want to slap the shit out of him. And then there's another girl who calls herself Bunny or Graveyard something, and she's fucking annoying. And both of them come up every video I click on, like to like sub their channels. And the girl who like looks like a crazy bunny rabbit, who's like seems like a crazy fun girl, she's actually pretty smart, and she's just doing it to put herself through college.
Like Paris Hilton. Well,
yeah.
She wasn't doing it to put herself through college. She doesn't need that. But
she knows she looks kind of goofy, but at the same time hot in a way. So she like plays on it, and she's totally just. I mean, she has 2.5 million subs.
How much does it cost to get one of those ads?
This ad must be crazy because they're popping up on everything. Everything I do, they pop up.
It's gotta be like fucking $20,000, something stupid like that.
I feel like it is, but I don't think so though, because I mean that's like, you know, I want to say a really good YouTuber who's got like millions of subs is making maybe like 80,000. I mean, I don't think you're not going to drop 20,000. You know, you're going to drop maybe 3,000.
Well, didn't we do the math and figure out that Boogie was making like 100K plus?
Yeah, he might be around that. It's so hard to figure it out, though. Yeah, Joe, I agree with you on the Spygate thing. I mean, I know it's unbiased, but listen, every football team in the league was videotaping. It's just like the Pine Tar, like the Yankees, like because the
it's like Armstrong, where they took his fucking they took his medals away. But when you think about it, if you were to give those fucking awards to someone who wasn't doping at the time, it would have gone to the person who was in 24th place.
Yeah.
I mean, pretty soon they're going to be fucking knocking on your door being like, "Hey, Joe Cronin, you won." And you're going to be like, "What did I win?" "Well, we went through the entire list and you're the last one on the list who wasn't doping." "I didn't even compete." "Yeah, but you're closest to the finish line."
Yeah.
So.
What was done to the Patriots was slimy and disgusting. The only thing was the Patriots couldn't save face because they said, "Don't do this." And the Pats were like, "Fuck it, we're doing it anyway because we're crazy." Meanwhile, other teams were taping too, but the Jets knew what they were doing because Mangina knew exactly the setup, and they got caught doing it because Mangina knew the setup. That's all it was Mangina told on them. He's a fucking tattletale.
Even after that, how good did we do? It's not like that was it.
Right.
You know? It's not like we had
no, that they got caught. They had to stop, and then they had an undefeated season.
Exactly.
So go fuck yourself. We lost in the Super Bowl, but we had an undefeated fucking season. And if they won the Super Bowl, they would have been the greatest team ever. And they almost did it.
The greatest showing of a football team of all time if we had won.
And
that
it had
Super Bowl.
nothing to do with fucking videotape. And so it's just it's all just bullshit. Just like I don't even blame Pineda and the Yankees. You know, I don't blame him. The only thing was he had it. It was obvious, and someone called him on it, and that's it. But that's even more ridiculous. You know, Bill Belichick was being a little bit like, well, I'm still going to do it anyway. And he should have known, hey, you know, your previous guy who worked here can tell on you and knows the setup. But whatever. You can find me on Twitter. Monica says, holy fuck, dude, I'm getting woozy, huh? Whoa. What about Woody Gamertag? What's he talking about? I got a gamer tag in my pants. What's my gamer tag?
#HashBrowns.
I tried to type my gamer tag, but YouTube does this weird thing where it locks me out all the time, constantly. Known, hey, you know, you're
from commenting?
Yeah, it just logs me out of YouTube.
Oh, yeah, you were saying that a couple weeks ago, too.
Happens all the time. Thanks for noticing. I'm a whore. I like fucking kids. Like that's Eeyore. That's Eeyore. I like cocaine. Kick me in the balls. Man. Officials off-duty ferry captain's warnings ignored. They're showing that fucking boat that flipped over with the kids again. Kings complete historic comeback. The Kings accomplished something only 3 other NHL teams have ever done before. First time since Flyers.
Getting back to speaking of kids, what all right, I have a question for you when it comes to raising your son there. What did you do anything about
hit him?
Hit him, just hit them, just hit them real hard just so they remember it.
No.
Or hit them hard enough so they forget.
Just hit him.
Okay, just hit him. No, but really, when it came down to like what shows that you wanted to get your kid into, did you sit there and consciously say, I want him to watch all the cool shows that I grew up with, or did you just sit him in front of Nickelodeon and let him just fucking fend for himself?
So first he watched Nick Jr., which was great because it had these, you know, it has like 8 shows total that like he watches, and like most of them he likes most of them, but he really always latches on to one show for like 6 months and then he's on to another one at some point. But then he still might like that show forever, but sometimes not. But
did you watch the shows with him and realize like, oh, this is kind of cool, or were you like, oh, this sucks, I hate that he likes this?
I didn't. No, they didn't bother me, but I didn't love to watch them, but they didn't bother me. But there was the thing I did love was this thing called Moose a Moose, which was like a moose, and he came on and sang songs, and it was awesome. Like I even liked it, even though it was like it was a real little kid thing. I mean, we're talking about Moose, like fucking 3 2-year-olds, not Ninja Turtles and shit. We're talking about like
right.
You know, the cows, you know, but the Moose was great, and they actually got rid of him. Like I want to say, when Gavin turned like 2.5 or 3, Moose a Moose was gone. Nickelodeon got rid of it. Now they do this adult thing, which is ridiculous. Where after like 8 o'clock, it becomes like an adult show. It's the weirdest fucking thing. It goes from Nick Jr. to becoming like stand-up comedy with moms talking about drinking and how they want to escape their lives.
What?
Isn't that fucking weird? When it used to be the reruns of the cartoons all day long.
Yeah.
Now it's fucking like moms come on and like these fucking stupid women and they're like, take back life and
fucking Viacom.
Right? It's all like totally like go to bed. Oh, the kids are finally asleep. Now it's and they come on, they're like, the kids are asleep. Time to take time to ourselves. Like break out the vodka. Like,
I mean, they always had Nick at Night, which was different, but that didn't start till like what, 11 p.m. or something like that.
Yeah, no, I think this starts at about maybe I want to say 9.
That's still a little early. I mean, I know a lot of kids, I mean yours included, who go to bed at like 10 or 11
or midnight
or midnight or 3 a.m. But
but this is Nick Jr. and it's weird that it's just weird. But anyway, so the Moose and Moose was great, but no, at some point, the first thing he started watching was Ninja Turtles, which came on when that came on. What was it about? I want to say, oh, shit, it's been, I can't even believe it. It's almost been 2 years now.
The new cartoon, right?
Yeah, the new one that came out. He immediately was like, I like this, and he got all obsessed with Ninja Turtles. But it wasn't like I said, hey, check this out. I just saw that we were watching just the Nick, just like the regular thing, and then they were like, Ninja Turtles is coming. And I was like, are you kidding me? So it's coincidence that, you know,
That's pretty cool.
we grew up watching Ninja Turtles, and me and him are watching his shows on Nick, but then they're like, hey, Ninja Turtles. And then I'm like, oh, shit. And then he loved it. So he's got all the fucking figures. It's like the same thing. The show is good.
Did you ever go
you
back
can
and
watch
show
it.
him the old cartoons?
Yeah, he actually watches them. He has the DVDs upstairs in his room. So when he's...
That's awesome.
Because he doesn't have TV in his room, but he has the DVD TV in his room.
Okay.
So when he's in his room, it's DVDs. But when he's anywhere else in the house, it's the cable.
Right.
But no, he likes the old ones. But he gravitates a little bit more to the new ones, but he really kind of could do either one. He likes them both. He can recognize both of them. Like he'll say, "Oh, these are the old ones that you used to watch. Can I watch the old ones?"
As a kid, as young as he is, can he does he have any input on what the differences are? Like, I don't like this one because of this, or I like this one better because of that. Does he?
Not really. He doesn't know. He'll just say like, "Oh, I want to watch the old ones."
Okay, cool.
He'll just have an opinion at one time which one he wants to watch. But it goes back and forth. Like you could go either way with it. But he does like the new ones, and the new ones are good. They're actually good. Like I can watch them. The old ones get a little goofy, a little bit dated and a little bit goofy, but they're so memorable that they're still watchable. They're still good. But the new one
I remember as a kid watching the old ones, because I mean, I don't remember the last time I actually watched the old Ninja Turtle cartoons. I mean, maybe I looked an episode or two up on YouTube just for nostalgia's sake in the past couple of years. But aside from that, like, I don't remember sitting down and watching a full episode since I was like, I don't know, 8, maybe at the very, very oldest. But what I do remember about it is the music was so creepy, yet at the same time made for kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like
yeah, it had a lot of those weird like phaser effects or like flanger effects in the music and stuff, and it was just, I don't know, but at the same time it kind of had like that sing song, like when April and Neil would show up and it'd play that like news reporter music, like
it's like that again. Think of it like,
oh cool,
literally if you were like, we're going to take that cartoon and we're going to monetize it for today. It's kind of like when you see a movie that's like Batman. It's like seeing Batman done again. You're like, well, this isn't Michael Keaton and the ones that I saw when I was a kid, but holy shit, it really is like, today. Like, this is so awesome because it's not, I mean, like that old Batman, if you watch the Michael Keatons, you're like, this is kind of outdated.
Right.
But the new ones are so, this is so now and modern. But I can accept it. It's not like you're not annoyed by it. One
thing I'll always remember is whenever they showed Dimension X, that weird phaser sound, that just that.
Yeah, they don't quite do it. I don't think it's as prominent. It definitely blends in more than it did. But it works. It's almost like you're reading a little bit like a comic, but it's. I'll just say it works. I don't love it. I don't think it's. I like what I had when I was a kid the best, but
right.
It's not annoying and it's not bad. When I first started watching it, I kind of was like, oh, this is dumb at first, but then I was like, holy shit, like this is actually good. And they copy a lot of the old ones, so if you already know most of the stories that you're about to see, like you're like, oh, they totally took the whole Metalhead or Leatherhead or whatever episode it is and they just kind of changed around a little bit, but it's pretty much the same deal. And then they sell the action figure.
I have to admit, when it's weird because I'm remembering all these weird memories from when I was a kid just talking about this. But when they did the Baxter the Fly episode, do you remember that?
Yeah, Baxter's black in this one, by the way, so that's a little bit different.
I remember thinking as a kid, like, he was like my first anti-hero, where his story, when you watch it, you kind of feel bad for the guy, where he gets like electrocuted and then turned into a fly, and he doesn't want to be a fly, and he's just angry at himself for being what he has to be. It's just like, as a little kid, that's pretty heavy to take in, where it's like, well, he's supposed to be the bad guy, but it's not his fault. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's not the Baxter. I don't think he's as complex. That story with Baxter is that complex in this one. This one, he literally is just like scientist guy, and it's more serious. He's not as whacked out.
It almost like the old one was for kids, but it was almost a little too adult for kids in a way because of how it made you feel, you know?
But if you go back and watch it, like the lines and the writing is way more cheesier than what you come across in this one. Seemingly.
Yeah.
But you have to go back
Even
and
the movies were really cheesy. I mean, I will talk about how much I love the movies all day.
The first one was so good. I love the first one though. That was the dark one before they, because the other
still cheesy though. But yeah, much more dark and much more like Casey Jones was in the first one, right?
It's a little bit cheesy, but the 2 and 3 were really cheesy, and it was because after the first one, all the parents flipped out. That like, this is like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? This was like scary. The first one, if you watch it, it's like, that shit is a dark movie. That's the darkest Ninja Turtles we're ever gonna get now.
It's like a Frank Miller version of Ninja Turtles.
It's not quite though. I want to get that. I wish I could get that version. And we almost got it with that first movie. That first movie is a little bit... Even that one has those noises almost from the cartoon. Like,
yeah, you're right.
Those little pitter-patters and noises. And the Shredder, man. Oh, my God.
Kevin Nash.
Well, that's the second one.
Shredder.
He was super, right. But the Shredder was so good. And now we got a white Shredder who has no personality. The white Shredder in this trailer is like, Miss O'Neill, we did this. And you're like, this guy is miscast. This is not Shredder.
I am so on the fence about the new one because I know that they can make it okay, but I'm so afraid and cynical that they're going to make it trash. And from the trailers I've seen, I'm already kind of leaning towards trash.
I can't believe Lieutenant Sharp is fucking Shredder. That's all I know.
What made you decide to bleep that out? Because it's such a good choice. It makes it so much funnier. It's almost like when South Park is funnier edited sometimes than it is uncensored.
When I listened to it back, and I was like, that really sounds terrible. Like, this really isn't funny. It's actually horrible, I think. I don't know why. It didn't sound funny to me. It sounded like bad. Like I was like, people are going to hate me for that. But
it's weird. That one bleep turns you from sounding like a guy who's just trying to be an offensive dick into a guy who knows that he's hilarious because he's trying to be an offensive dick.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's what I noticed, and I was like, you know what? The bleep is actually funnier. And I was like, and I put it in. I was like, now I can get away with it without saying it.
It shows that you know that it's inappropriate instead of just going for the shock jock value 100%.
Yeah, it was really, I think that was everything else was alright, but that was the one that was like, ooh, like I might actually, the people I'm trying to make laugh about this who don't, and especially some of the black people even maybe, who like Magic Johnson may get angry, but because...
Yeah, you don't want to come across as a sympathizer even though you're making fun of the guy.
Yeah.
You know?
I was just worried. I was like, I don't know, like let me, and it wasn't as funny. It really wasn't as funny anyway, so I was like, alright, we'll win in all fronts. You get that.
Yeah.
Before Magic Johnson gives you
I've heard that like, I don't know, maybe probably 40 times tonight, and I still laugh every goddamn time.
It's at the end too, so it's like you're watching it and you're like, what? But so I feel like it's kind of like, you're like, oh, this is kind of funny, but then when you hear that, I think that part's like the payoff if people get to that part of it.
Right. It shows that you know what you're doing. Well, not you know what you're doing as in like you know how to make a song or whatever. It shows that you're aware of what you sound like. You're aware of the fact that you're being offensive.
Right. I am aware of that I'm an asshole. What a weird night this has been. This has been some kind of night. I'll tell you what though. The first girl that shows me her tits is getting it so far inside of her that it's I mean it's not even about deep, it's about in and out real fast, and then licking her up and down until she shakes. Anyway, so what else happened today? We got a 5'5" player taught himself to dunk, and what's funny is I could dunk a couple years back, like 4 years, maybe 4 or 5 years back. I could dunk a basketball.
I could dunk when I was in shape, but I'm 6'1", so it's a little easier for me than you. But...
Yeah, that's pretty good though. 6'1", you wouldn't think white guy 6'1" would be able to dunk, but
I could when I was in shape. Now my vertical leap is like fucking. It's like me standing on one foot. It's nothing.
I can still jump high right now. It's actually pretty crazy. but I can't quite dunk. What I can do is I can slam the thing in the hoop and then hang on to the rim, but I can't quite dunk.
Right.
It's close, but it's pretty impressive.
Once again, I could dunk when it was just me, a basketball, and a net. If I was in a game, no, there's no chance of me pulling that off.
Think about me though, like I'm 5'9", white guy, and I can if I get in shape again, I can dunk. So
How tall is Muggsy Bogues?
Well, I think he's 5'5" or 5'3" or something. 5'6".
5'3" is ridiculous.
Maybe he's 5'6". I think he's 5'6".
Okay.
So this guy's 5'5", though, they say, and he dunked. But wait a minute. 10-foot tall hoop. Most of them seem legitimate until you introduce. He's a guy who's 5'5", couldn't dunk, aspired to, so worked his butt off to make it happen. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's a video, and if he does it, that's amazing. Because if I can do it and I'm white, I mean, then he actually does it. That's the separation between the black and white. Then, if that guy can dunk.
How did you learn to dunk, or how did you practice dunking? Just fucking doing it over and over again with a basketball?
Yeah, it was an accident because I was like, everybody tries to dunk. I mean, that's what happens, and then you
exactly.
When I noticed that I was getting closer than anyone else, I was like, oh shit, and this is weird. That's when
For me, I started with a football because you can get the grip on it.
Yeah.
And then once I was able to do that, then I was like, okay. And then I moved up to the basketball, and I was able to actually accomplish that goal. Just having the confidence of, well, if I can dunk a football, the only difference is the grip. And if I just practice my grip, that one arm reach, I mean, I'm 6'1". It shouldn't be impossible. And then I was able to do it.
You got to lift that ball. When you go up, I started swinging the ball like over my head, up and around. And by the time I came around to the top, I would extend my hand all the way up. Keep the ball up above my head.
Centrifugal force keeps you in line.
Yeah, and then you got to also make sure you jump the highest you can jump. But
right.
Like there's a fan in my room upstairs in my second floor where I am, which you know what it looks like actually because you've been in there. It's a high ceiling, and I can jump up easily and touch the fan, which is like people come over sometimes and be like, "What the fuck? How do you touch the fucking fan?" Like you can't touch that. I'm like, yeah, I can.
You talk about touching your fans all the time.
Yeah. I want to touch my fan. I open the door. Some girl's like, hey, you want to buy this? I'm like, no, but let me tell you something. You step inside my house right now, I'll touch your fan. I will make your fan spin. I'll make you shake. And I will inflate your pussy.
Inflate.
And then I'm going to take my big, giant... What the fuck is that? Oh, is someone trying to censor me? Someone's trying to censor me. Well, you know something? Rag! What? Where's that coming from? What the f... Damn it! What is this? Okay. The joke's over.
Goddamn FCC.
There's something wrong with me. There's something really wrong with me. But okay, I don't know which direction your bathroom is, Joe Latimer, but there you go. You are excused. If anybody jerks off in this fucking chat tonight, they better be taping it.
Including you.
Well, that's a given. That's for sure. Oh, man. Fucking, we should get out of here. We gotta get... What are we doing? You really need to sell the team before Magic Johnson gives you but bet you wish they were slaves. If my neighbors can hear any of this, they're just like, 3 in the morning, you know what I mean? They're just like, what the fuck is he doing now?
You're pretty far away from your neighbors where you are, right?
The
middle of your house, basically?
Yeah, I guess I have enough room that they probably don't hear it, but it's really close. It's
your household that you have to worry about.
Oh, poor Zac Efron calls addiction a never-ending struggle. What's his addiction to? The gym? Fucking looks amazing. What the fuck is he talking about? I'm addicted to lifting weights and fucking. I have a problem. Like, no, you don't.
Please help me.
Maybe he's on cocaine and we don't. I don't know. Redskins name. Boxing champ wants to buy Clippers. Everyone wants to buy the Clippers. You know who doesn't want to sell the Clippers? Donald Sterling.
Oh, that cunt.
You notice how everybody's like, I want to buy, but you haven't heard a word from him still.
I'm surprised he didn't have a heart attack.
Oprah in high-powered group buying Clippers. And they show Oprah sandwiched between two white guys. Oprah Winfrey is joined by two well-known executives who both sooner die than fail.
More like Oprah lose free.
Oh God! Even she can. Then when they like lose and stuff, she can have them come on her little show.
Give them all cars.
Why does she look hot in that picture? Why do I have a boner for Oprah?
You should never have a boner for Oprah.
That is so weird.
I think she had an episode about that once.
Oh, never mind. Then you click on the picture, they have a different picture of her laughing with her fucking face like. But then the picture on Yahoo is like, I could bang her. That's so weird.
All right. You have to fuck one, marry one. Oprah and Whoopi Goldberg. Go.
Oh. I'd probably bang Oprah because of what I just saw. But I'd probably marry Whoopi.
Okay. Why?
Because I feel like Oprah could be whorish out of nowhere. You know, I feel like she could get drunk and do something crazy, which is what I'm looking for. But I feel like Whoopi is more reserved.
See, now, I would bang Whoopi because it's not the most attractive woman in the world, but I want to marry Oprah because she's fucking loaded.
I guess you're right. I guess Whoopi's kind of poor compared to Oprah. But I didn't know. I was just talking about sex. I didn't know we were talking about fucking, living your dream.
Fuck one, marry one, man. Come on.
I guess you're right. That's a good point. But so then, I mean, then the answer is just you bang Oprah, marry Oprah.
No. You can't bang the one you marry. You can only bang one and then marry one.
I would. I feel like if you married Oprah, like she'd get annoying after a while.
Fuck, good point. I didn't even think about that.
You'd just be like, I can't deal with this shit. It's not just
taking her money and spending it because you don't want to get a divorce because then all of a sudden you got nothing. Well, unless you take half her money in the divorce.
But she lives in LA. LA, that shit, there's like laws against that now. It's like the only place where you can't just take their money anymore.
You'd have to keep up being a good husband for Oprah. That's fucking rough.
Yeah, this is a real fucking pickle here.
You know, what do you think Oprah does in her free time? Do you think she'd be dragging you to boring shit and fundraisers and all this shitty stuff, and you'd have to like sit there and eat finger foods and fucking...
You'd have all kinds of shit would be going on all the time, where Whoopi's more like, let's just hang out, smoke some weed, and talk about, talk about women's rights or something.
I could have her dreadlock my hair. Huh.
Now, actor Bob Hoskins died today, the Who Framed Roger... Which is funny, because on Yahoo it says, Who Framed Roger Rabbit star dies at 71. Oh, is that all?
Should have been Mario dies, because fucking Mario is how I remember him.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is that really what he's only known for? Is Who Framed Roger Rabbit? That's the line. Like, no wonder he's dead. He fucking killed himself. If that's the case, he's probably rolling. I mean, really, fucking, the guy was in a ton of movies.
What did you think of the Mario Brothers movie?
It was probably atrocious, actually, if I remember.
No, really, you think so?
I don't know. I watched it and I was like, all right, and I watched the whole thing, but I feel like, Jesus, like, I don't know. I feel like everyone shit on it.
Everyone shit on it, and it's not a good movie. But what I love about it is that they took Mario, and instead of just making a fucking Mario movie where it's a guy running around jumping on fucking things' heads, they took a lot of liberties to make it into something that you could buy, something that you could believe, where it's like, okay, yeah, it's all science fiction and everything, but they took the Mario characters, they took the Mario story, and they made it into some weird, dark, type of movie where, you know, like the Goombas, for instance, instead of just making Goombas little mushroom guys or little fucking triangle-shaped people, they had a whole process where it was de-evolution and all this other shit, and Koopa was all trying to bring people back to lizards and everything. I think that it was almost like a Ninja Turtles take on Mario.
It was a 90s Mario movie. I mean, what do you expect? The 90s are weird.
I expected bullshit. Look at all the shitty movies that came out in the early 90s. I mean, 96 on, yeah, things really picked the fuck up. But what did that movie come out in, 95 or something like that?
This is dangerous waters to be calling Mario Brothers that movie. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, man. You're on your own island.
Fuck you.
I mean, I'll admit that I like it, and I would seriously sit through the whole movie right now. But when it got over, I'd be like, oh my God, like, okay. But I was entertained by it. You know what I mean? I really would be entertained by it right now. But I would still think at the same time, like, what the fuck? You know, but whatever.
Compared to other movies, it's garbage. But compared to everything else Mario that's not a video game, it's got to be the best.
Video game movie?
No, compared to other Mario-related things. Like, remember the Mario Brothers Super Show with Captain Lou Albano?
Oh my God, you're right. I forgot all about that.
That sucked. I like the Zelda parts of it, but the Mario show, the cartoon, it was fucking stupid. I hated it. Even as a kid, I remember thinking, this is stupid. Get to the Zelda parts.
Plus that chick was hot that was in the Mario movie.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
and at
God.
the end, they're all holding machine guns or something weird.
Yeah.
Leading up to a sequel that never happened.
Yeah, right.
Yoshi was in that movie, and he was really, really terrible, either CGI or makeup or costume or whatever it was, but it still kind of looked believable. I don't know. I really... And the fact that the Mushroom Kingdom was a living entity where, like, little bits of fungus would drop little bombs onto them to, like, use and shit like that. I don't know. I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah, that is kind of cool. I mean,
when they were all in prison, and then that fucking black chick had to save them with the fucking jump boots or whatever. Like, I thought that was all an interesting take on the whole mythos of Mario.
Yeah. How about I don't know, man. I almost fell over just now. I gotta say, I'm fucking hammered.
Yeah, when we're talking about Mario the movie, it's almost time to go.
Hell Joe, fuck Whoopi. Jaeger bombs.
Fuck Whoopi, she looks like she'd be a freak. Yeah, I gotta give you that.
Joe Lyman's like, no yawning, take a shot. It's like fucking 4:30 in the morning, and I've been drinking since 1 or 12 or something. I don't know.
Damn.
What happened to fucking Monica? Where'd she go? Tweet my Twitter, Monica, at Joe Cronin Show. I'll show you my dick. Okay, I don't know what direction your bathroom is, Jolette. Over there. Oh, that's the last thing she said. Well, you guys are the shit. I appreciate you being here tonight for this fucking insanity. You can tweet me on Twitter. I'm going to be on Twitter tonight. The rest of the night. I'll be laying on my couch on Twitter. For the rest, you want to say something? Let's do it up. Let's exchange photos. Unless you're a guy, I don't want to see that. But if you're a chick, send those pics away. I'll send you mine.
If you're a guy, send him pictures of your girlfriend.
Send me pictures of your girlfriend. I will tell you if I would fuck her or not, so that you know where you stand.
You almost went into Hank Hill just there.
I'll tell you, damn it. Boy, I'd sure love to fuck Lady Bird. Damn it, Bobby. Get down on all fours. Get down on all fours and give me the Oklahoma Shuffle.
You got his voice back. I guess you just have to be drunk.
Damn it, Peggy. Now let me... My wife is an ugly bitch. Okay. All right. Ain't you the boys that been whacking in my tool shed, Buff Coat and Beaver? Ain't... Beavis and Butthead. Fucking Mike Judge, Michael Judge, Beavis and Butthead.
Michael Judgerson.
Judge me, don't judge me, you cunt. All right, let's go to bed. Let's get the fuck out of here. Yeah. You wanna fuck around like a cracker with attitude. I'm come inside your mother, I'm rude. I cut a hole in a mini skirt while she squirts. I take her down the street and break her fucking dick. I'll make her suck on my meat. I'll make her come in my feet. I'll make her slap her with a fucking 12-ounce pound of dick. Here's my penis. Ah! Oh, turn my headphones up. This music sucks to rap to. What the fuck is the real?
You're about
word?
to drop it.
No, that's not. You can't drop it to that. You can't drop it. I don't even. Isn't it funny? I own like 3 rap albums. Like, and I have like a million metal and rock and industrial and shit. It's really weird. Some guy one day was like, "You fucking rapping homo" or something. And I was like, I don't even fucking know what the fuck you talking about. Where the fuck? So where's this shit? Where's this shit that makes it go? Where's the fucking shit? Oh shit. Oh no. No, where's the fucking electronic shit? Shit's crazy, some of this shit. Believe it. Oh.
Believe it.
No, it's not Neon Storm. No, it's not that. Oh. Drop it. It's like a fucking 80s show. Oh.
Kicking up.
No, that one doesn't. I remember that one doesn't fucking do anything. I swear to God, I downloaded the ones that I was like, there's one that could do it. Oh, I'm gonna take that. Oh, maybe this is it. Oh, we go.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's you gotta be a little more complicated. That one's like a real. That's one where you gotta drop big words and shit. So I don't want to do that.
You don't know any of those.
Not now. Certainly not now. What's this? Oh. It's like fucking Skrillex.
Fucking industrial.
No, it's like Skrillex. This is dubstep. Like, it's like dubstep. I wanna swallow your mom. Yeah, there's no rap to it. I'm down with it. It's like Bioside. Backlash by the Bioside. Motherfucker. What's this one go? What's this one like? Oh, it's like epic. That's like just epic music. Never Sleep. This one's called Never Sleep. That's the one we started with before.
That's good to freestyle over.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Moonlight Sonata. Engine Fire. What's Engine Fire?
You should freestyle over Moonlight Sonata.
I think I tried that and it was like, just did not work. It worked like you would think it would work.
If it had a drum beat, maybe.
Oh yeah, if it had a drum beat. Oh, fuck that. Barclay's Burnout. What the fuck is that?
Oh.
Yeah, that was our music for the fucking round table.
I love that song.
That's
so
funny.
much.
It's called Barclay's Burnout. Just, there you go. Just some info for you. Here's some other stuff here. What's this? Oh, look up. Dock Step. Never Sleep. Some of this music is just ridiculous. This one's called Believe It.
Believe that.
Opening night. What's opening night sound like? We come like opening night. We're coming out of the closet. Microchip. Take you home. That could be a scary thing to say. Take you home. It could be like, I'll take you home. But it could also be like, you know, I'll take you home. So like, I don't fucking know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. And then the one after that's called Darker Thoughts. Well, that's that one that I downloaded. Ghost Cop. Look out for Ghost Cop.
Sounds like the shittiest movie ever.
What the fuck? A lot for a light.
That's the same drum beat as that Sublime song.
Oh yeah. Oh, look out. Wow, it's like a warning shot's been fired. Oh.
I'ma fuck your mom. Stick my dick in her ball. My penis is strong.
Oh man, this is crazy. Oh. Fucking Jaren, if you're fucking calling my phone, I'm gonna show up at your mom's house for a fucking bone. I fucking put my dick inside of her mouth and I'll come. I'll make you sure that she's also my mom. I'll fuck her in the bum with my dick. This sucks. What the fuck is this, man? Where's the fucking shit? I want it to drop hard. Where is this shit? This shit. What are we on? Fucking drugs? Come on, man. Where's the fucking? This says hip hop and hard rap. That ain't hip hop and hard rap. That's fucking in the club, and then you were drinking, and then you got ecstasy poured in your drink.
There's no hip hop section?
No, this is hip hop. This is bullshit. This is late night stack. This music sucks. Where's the fucking real shit? I was listening to this shit the other day, and I was like, oh shit, this is cool. None of this is working. I need some gangster shit. Ooh, yeah, come on, yeah. You spread your legs, I'll impregnate your eggs, and I'm gonna make sure that you become my whore. I know you want some more of my dick, but you cannot. Make sure you get it real thick. I can't believe that you came inside me. Oh wait, holy shit, you are a dude. Oh shit, I want.
I only find that out after you start singing about it. I didn't know you were a dude until I started rapping about it.
I may believe that you were a girl, and it was good until I heard I threw up, because I never swallowed semen. Give me semen. Come on to my bedroom. Come on, baby. Let's do this. Come on. I'll stick a brick in your ass, lick up my ass. I could come twice on a pina glass. I wanna give you some of my salty seed. I got what you need. Can I make you bleed? Even though you got your period, I wanna get you off. I wanna give you some of my cock. Do you wanna soften it up? I wanna make it hard and throw all my cum out on you, on your chest to videotape your breasts while I jizz inside you. No kids cause you on the pill. I'm gonna take you for a really big thrill. If you're black or white, if you're Asian too, I don't care as long as you don't mind my man boobs. I would. That song is really cool. I don't know. I like that one, and that's not even what I wanted to do, but that was funny. Oh man. What just happened?
Lucio Inferno says, I hate rap, but this sounds amazing. I need to quit drinking and watching this show.
Oh, man. Oh, man. It's something, dude. I'm fucked up. Guys, it just could go all night, but we got to end it. We got to go. Thank you for being here. I'm drunk as shit. And tomorrow I will do the mailbag. The Tuesday mailbox. It's like fucking Thursday. I will be doing the Tuesday mailbox for tomorrow. You'll hear those questions tomorrow. And I most likely, I may show up for the NXT review tomorrow night too, but I can't promise anything depending on the Canadians and Bruins. We'll see what happens. But I thank you for being here. If you want to continue talking to me throughout the night, tweet my Twitter at Joe Cronin Show. Thank you, Chris Tosevich, sir.
Anytime.
And we are out of here. Like Donald Sterling.